It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises.
It's the New York Giants and the Los Angeles Rams, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Oates, we're getting set for kickoff in here. Partner, I'm really focused on the start of this game. Both teams emphasize what happens here right at the jump.
And that's why so many of these teams spend so much time all week, Mike, on what they call their opening script. It's not just a series of plays that they like and they just kind of throw darts at the wall. It's how do you unmask the defense? How do you set up future plays and future possessions as the game unfolds? So much time and energy is spent on these first couple drives. I'm with you. I'm excited to see how do they come out, how aggressive, and where do they think the weaknesses of their opponent lie.
Here is the rookie out of Stanford, Joshua Carty, to get us started. And off we go from SoFi. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants led out by their quarterback, Daniel Jones. Here he is. It's year 6 in the NFL. He was the 6th overall pick back in 2019 out of Duke. And Jones still at the helm for the Giants.
And we see Daniel Jones take the field, and a bit of a polarizing player, Mike, not necessarily just in New York, but throughout the league. And there's just so much potential. There is so much talent. You think back to him coming out of college. He's big, he's strong, he can run, he can make every throw. And remember, only a couple years ago, he took this Giants team not only to the playoffs, but got a big road victory against Minnesota. So he's shown he can do it. He needs to bounce back from last year's injury and put together more consistent performances than he has of late.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run once more with Singletary. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. Here now, 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Jones. A dive and a catch. Incredible. They get 21 on that one. That's good for a Giants first down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
Singletary now on 1st and 10. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. They'll send him over to the left. On play action, it's Jones. That's to the rookie from LSU, Malik Neighbors. A gain of 16 on that pass play. 1st down, Giants.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Shotgun now for Jones. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
Throwing is Jones on third down. Open man, that's Slayton. And the Giants are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
This has been a solid opening drive. Knocking on the door first. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Devin Singletary. Touchdown, Giants. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. He's got it. And the Giants will take a 7-0 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. To return, here's Ronnie Rivers. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Rams led out by a Super Bowl champion, Matthew Stafford, second among all active passers in the NFL. Only Aaron Rodgers has thrown for more yards. Hard to believe, Greg, it's already season 16 for the man out of the University of Georgia.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, and having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen. So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
This one complete to Atwell. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Off play action. It's Stafford. It's complete. He's got Cup. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He'll let this go. Deep shot for Atwell. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and we'll bring up third down.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
3rd and long. Here's Stafford. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Singletary. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Christian Roseboom there on the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. From the gun, it's Jones. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier. And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. The Rams offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Working out of the gun, Stafford. Working across the field, he hauls it in. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick 1st down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Stafford. He'll get this complete. It's Cup again. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
On first down, it is Williams. And strong running in deep. Inside the 10-yard line, a gain of 9 on the carry.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Giants' 7-yard line.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Here's Stafford. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll get about 5 here as he's out of bounds with a first down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Rams.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, like it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Joshua Carney comes out now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Rams will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Here's Jones to throw. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Singletary. And he'll bring this to about the 25. Braden Fisk is there to bring him down. Third down and 9. Throwing, Jones. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Here's Jamie Gillen on now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. This one, return. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery.
These are the type of self-inflicted wounds that the coaching staff told us about all week, Mike, and it's been a real point of emphasis. Anyone possessing the ball, whether that's on offense, defense, or in this case, special teams, protect the ball at all costs, and I can promise you they're not going to be happy with this one.
Look to hit him with the jet sweep here to begin this drive. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick, taking down behind the line.
I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on him or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
They put a receiver in motion to the left. Play action now. It's Jones. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
So often we see when those balls get deflected up into the air, they usually turn into interceptions. I think the offense dodged a bullet here, and they're fortunate there was nobody in the area to come down with that pick.
3rd and long. Now Jones. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Here's the punter now, as this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punch it away. That's going to be out of bounds, no return, and the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. Rams offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. All even here in this opening quarter, and the drive will begin with 1st down. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll go again with Williams. And he's going to have a 1st down. Tackle made up at the 33-yard line.
No need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. They go play action with Stafford. That's to Atwell. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Stafford now. Hupp brings it in left side. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
2nd down, it's Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, You're going to make for a long day. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
He gets it into the hands of Atwell. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield, even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
There's a short one taken in by Higbee. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. To the air again. Stafford. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire. So the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Stafford to throw again. In trouble, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Hardy's kick is good. And the Rams will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Hardy back out following the made field goal. He'll kick this one away. Isaiah McKenzie now to return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Working from the gun, it's Jones. That'll be caught by the running back, Singletary. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Jones. Pass complete to Neighbors. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Really nice play there by Malik Neighbors. And when we talked to the head coach, Brian Dable, what did he tell us? He said, I need more competitive guys. I need guys that are going to go out there and compete for the ball, play in and play out. And remember, Mike, this is a guy that led college football in yards per game last year at over 120 yards receiving per game. So they got themselves a pretty special talent here in New York, and I think we're just scratching the surface.
On play action, it's Jones. He's going to tuck it and go. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Up the middle. Here's Singletary. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Now a play fake. Jones. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Singletary. He's down inside the 10. A gain of 4. Third and 5. Shotgun now for Jones. He'll try and get, and he's into the end zone. Daniel Jones. Touchdown, New York. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Gano on to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants are on top. It's 14-10. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Returning is Tutu Atwell. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll find his tight end in the middle of the field to Tigby. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Cup in motion. Stafford now on second down. That's to the left side and pulled in by Higbee. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Stafford connects with Cup on the slant. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's 2nd and 2. A give, and here comes Williams. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. Micah McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. He's got it inside the 5. And he'll take it on in. 2-2 and well. Touchdown, L.A.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Cardi now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Rams move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. Here's Cardi now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready for this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll give it to Singletary to begin this drive. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. They run here with Singletary. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down. Now Jones on the bootleg. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down. That's a gain of 18 yards.
No, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on third and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the first down. If you decide to...
Sean McVay disagrees on the sideline, and he's throwing the right challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jones. Throw, right side, taken in by Neighbors. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
They run on the jet sweep, and that didn't fool anyone. They'll chase him down behind the line of scrimmage.
The timing of the jet sweep is critical. If you can get the ball carrier past the end man on the line, typically there's a lot of space downfield, but give credit to the defense. They saw this one play out, they reacted quickly, and they're able to throw him down for a loss.
They'll run. It's Singletary. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming. Throwing now is Jones. He'll try to run for it. 22 yards, the pickup there. That's good for a Giants first down.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on third down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the first down and some.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Singletary, and he'll get about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. A give to Singletary on the zone read. And he's in! Devin Singletary. Touchdown, New York. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Now, Gano for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Giants move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This returnable with Rivers. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap to Stafford. For the sideline. Taken in by Cup.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now it's Williams. He's inside the 35. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Play action, Stafford. He gets this to the veteran tight end, Higbee. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Stafford now to throw on 1st down. This one complete to Atwell. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
From the gun, here's Stafford. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
They'll try to run it with Williams. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up 3rd and goal.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
It is brought in the end zone. Cooper Kupp, touchdown Los Angeles. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
On comes Joshua Carney for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Rams extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. Here's Carney now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense running back Devin Singletary back on the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Here's a run with Singletary. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Christian Roseboom there on the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. Now, Jones. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Throwing on 1st down is Jones. He's got his man, that's Slayton. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Jones now on 1st down. A ball deep for the end zone. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there, and that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Jones. They'll look middle here and get it to Neighbors. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Again, It's Jones. That'll be caught by the running back, Singletary. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. Jones to the air again. This one is caught by Robinson.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Jones. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Working from the gun, it's Jones. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants will tie the game at 24.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So the late field goal brings us level. Final few seconds before halftime as the kick's away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. Stafford now. He'll let this go. Deep shot for Atwell. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in everyone to our halftime report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. On the return, here's Atwell. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Rams offense and Matthew Stafford heading back onto the field. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes And some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. First and 10 now from the 36. The motion man is Nakua. On first and 10, Stafford. Here's a screen set up to Williams.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Micah McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle. Third down, 3 to go. They'll try to run for it with Williams. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
Punt team headed out for the Rams. He's on for the second time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Both these offenses have been in form. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this third quarter, and it's first and 10. In motion, it's Robinson. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of that. They get him down behind the line.
Great job by the defense seeing this jet sweep unfold. They're able to get right to the point of contact and take this guy down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Throwing, Jones. Open man is Robinson. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Jones looking to throw on 3rd and 2. The Giants sending out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Rams offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford finds Nakua on the slant. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The motion man is Nakua. On first and 10, Stafford. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
It's another big play in a game that's had its share. It's a gain of 34.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's first and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. Throwing again is Stafford. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Cooper Kupp, touchdown Rams. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Cardi now to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Rams will go up by 7. Here's Cardi now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, it's McKenzie. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. They'll do so with first and 10. Gun, it's Jones. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. It's second down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Off he goes. Jones into the slide, protects himself, and picks up the first down. A gain there of 13 yards.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
On first down, Jones. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it will fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, Hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Slayton is the man in motion. Now, a handoff to Singletary. And a good run there on second down. A pickup 7. It'll bring up 3rd and 3.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
Slot man in motion right. Jones going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Giants.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand. With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll run once more with Singletary. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
Slayton is the man in motion. Fake the handoff. Now Jones. He's got it at about the 8. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. That's a gain of 28.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line. The thing that stands out to me about this defense, Mike, is they just make you earn everything. They don't concede any downs. You see it here on this last play. Great job here. No gain. Forced 3rd down.
Jones now on 3rd and goal. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, Giants.
Oftentimes, you can tell the decision about whether or not a team is going to go for it on 4th down based on what they do on 3rd down, and I think they knew they had an extra down in their back pocket. Try on 3rd and goal to go through the air, and even if you fail, you still got one more shot at it, and it results in a touchdown.
Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants will even the score here in the 3rd. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This returnable with Rivers. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. It's another run here for Williams. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Here's a 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Williams. He'll work forward for a couple. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop.
Again, 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. A gain there of 15. Good for a Rams 1st down.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on 3rd down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
Stafford now to throw on 1st down. That's to the left side and pulled in by Higbee. And he's close to another 1st down, which is brought down just shy of the marker. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Cup in motion. Play action now for Stafford. Cup brings it in left side. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Stafford will throw here on 3rd and 1. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch. Stays in bounds. And he's got the 1st down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a 1st down.
That finds Nakua along the sideline. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
So far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
To the air again. Stafford connects with Kupp on the slant. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done it.
He is in. Matthew Stafford. Touchdown, LA.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Rams will go up by 7. Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and receiver Darius Slayton get to go to work again. They'll start out first down and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Singletary. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play. He'll drop to throw. And open downfield, it's Johnson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Singletary. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Again, it's Singletary. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On play action, it's Jones. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Over the middle, that's the tight end, Johnson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Jones. He's got his tight end. That's Johnson.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
Again, they'll throw with Jones. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is third down. Working from the gun, it's Jones. To the goal line and in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down. From the gun, here's Stafford. He gets this to the veteran tight end, Higbee. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, L.A.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the first down, turn around, catch it, and fall. We see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll stick to the ground. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
And just like that, you go from 2nd and inches, where you think it's pretty much a given that you're going to move the chains, to now finding yourself in 3rd and 2 or 3. Great job by that defense. This completely changes this possession.
Stafford now on 3rd down. Caught by Nakua on the out route. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle.
Sean McVay disagrees on the sideline, and he's throwing the right challenge flag. What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right, but it only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine where the spot should be.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So this winds up to be a very smart decision to throw the challenge flag. They remeasure, and this indeed will become a first down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run here. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
A give, and here comes Williams.
Williams is the ball carrier. The tackle made by Tommy Okereke. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
So a pressure spot for the kicker, Joshua Cardin. This to take the lead here in the 4th. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Jones. This one is caught by Robinson. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
From the gun, it's Jones. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
Throwing now is Jones. And he'll take it on in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Gano on to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants have taken a 4-point advantage.
Rams 41.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. This returnable with Rivers. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here comes Cooper Kupp and the rest of the LA offense set for this next Rams possession. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Throwing, Stafford. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. A dive and a catch. Incredible. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And you love to see this. You find yourself here in the 4th quarter. Your team is trailing. You're trying to do anything possible to see if you can create some sort of late spark. He goes big-time effort on the layout catch, and he's able to pull it in and see if it could be a little bit of a spark here late in this ball game.
A 1st down throw for Stafford. That's caught by Puka. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 48-yard line.
2nd down and 3. They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Stafford to throw again. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
There's that man again. Another catch. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he will score. Kyron Williams. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
That's a heck of a run right there, and I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back, and you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And the Rams go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. He'll start at the 4. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense. And their running back set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Singletary to begin this drive. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. They have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Here's Jones to throw. He's got his man. That's Neighbors. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. To throw, it's Jones. Open man, that's Slayton. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Here's a run with Singletary. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. On the give, it's Singletary. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Jones. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Wan'Dale Robinson. Touchdown, New York.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field. And after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Now, Gano for the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants have taken a 4-point advantage.
52, Rams 48.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This returnable with Rivers. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Rams offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff now, Stafford. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams.
Complete to Kyler Murray. Out of bounds at the 28-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8. A shotgun snap to Stafford. That's to the left side and pulled in by Higbee. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. And fourth quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
Stafford now on first down. This one complete to Atwell. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Play action now for Stafford. Huff brings it in left side. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Throwing again is Stafford. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Throw right side, hauled in by Cup. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up. A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Again, it's Stafford. Quick throw, taken in, and he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 8-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. To the air again. Stafford. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be three denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end. Not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. A return now from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Jones. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Jones. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd. Clock will stop with 35 seconds to go. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jones. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. Here we go. 3rd and a yard. Jones to the air again. He'll look middle here and get it to Neighbors.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big 1st down. That'll be incomplete, and now we are down to likely just one more play.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end, and at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And this is going to be a touchdown. What a finish. They win it on the final play.
I don't know how that ball gets through, Mike. It seems like the entire defense was in the end zone awaiting that pass. All they've got to do is knock it down, but somehow it's right on the money, and this has been an incredible finish to this ballgame.
So it's a win for the men in blue. The Giants get it done. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.